one of the standout features of Golborne High School, which we'd like to share with you today, is our approach to curriculum. We think our curriculum is innovative, responsive to need, and it leads to exceptional outcomes for our pupils. In my mind, the starting point for curriculum design should be a vision for the kind of people we want our students to be, as well as the qualifications we want them to achieve. With a progress rate of, we think, around 0.59 this year, we're confident that our curriculum helps them to achieve good results. But what I hope that you'll see today are some of the choices we've made to tailor the curriculum to the needs of our pupils, to this community and the local context. We believe our curriculum raises their aspirations, broadens their horizons and prepares them for the futures they aspire to. And what I'm going to show you today are a few examples of specific curriculum choices we've made to achieve this vision. So, the first area of local context is a legacy in the local area of low aspiration. Several years ago, our pupils and their parents didn't believe that young people left Golborne to go on to university or on to top careers. So part of our solution has been to put high expectations at the heart of everything we do, including the curriculum. So we embraced the EBAC. 3 years ago, we significantly increased the proportion of pupils we recommended to take the EBAC. It was absolutely terrifying, but it's resulted in over 60% of pupils leaving with GCSEs in a humanity and a language, which is far above what other schools and our parents and occasionally we believed our pupils were capable of. What I'm most proud of is the set of pupils with grade 3 and 4 targets who have completed GCSEs in French and Spanish and loved it. I have no doubt that the EBAC has helped expose our local children to countries and cultures they would not have encountered and a wider understanding of their own context. I'll speed up. The second local concern we're addressing using the curriculum is management of money. You may already have heard me talk about Acorn. It's an online tool that gives you a detailed profile of the residents of any given postcode. So data on some of the most deprived postcodes near our school shows there's a lack of understanding of how to manage money. So we've introduced financial literacy into the Year 9 curriculum. We've got a qualification that doesn't count for our progress aid, but we hope it will make a massive difference for the pupils who are doing it and for the local community. We've not measured the impact yet, but we'll let you know. The third area of local context is a deeper look that we've taken at our destinations data. We try to find out not just how many needs we have, but exactly what our pupils go on to study and how long they stick with it. We were surprised to discover that a large cohort of our pupils, who are all capable of accessing A-levels, were choosing to go on to vocational courses instead. We also realised how unprepared our low ability pupils were for the world of work. They lacked the basic skills like confidence to walk somewhere on their own or meet new people. So, in response to this, we've used our existing assessment pathways and we've looked at how the curriculum can best serve pupils of each ability group. What that means is that at Key Stage 4, the options are arranged on 4 pathways, and I'll tell you more about that later. One pathway features work experience in place of one of the options. The EBAC is open to all pathways and strongly recommended for 2 of them, and vocational qualifications are now recommended on every pathway. We've realised that vocational education is a valuable part of every child's learning, and we've stopped viewing it as a solution just for those pupils who couldn't access the EBAC. And so now we know that vocational for all means that there's the right balance of academic and vocational learning for every child, and that goes right away from Key Stage 3. And so that brings us on to our through curriculum. We've worked really hard with our middle leaders this year and over the last couple of years to develop a well-sequenced through curriculum in every subject, and that works specifically for every subject. It takes account of where pupils have come from and where they want to end up, and it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. So, for example, the EBAC options at the moment start in Year 9, and all the other options start in Year 10. In maths, pupils follow a curriculum that's entirely based on their prior learning and attainment, so there isn't just a Year 7 curriculum. And in all subjects, a flavour of the Key Stage 4 is built into their experience at Key Stage 3, things like photography, graphics and enterprise. So where do we go from here? Well, to take us back to my original vision, we know that there's so much more to curriculum than the subjects pupils learn, namely helping our pupils become well-rounded individuals who are ready for the world. We think we've been doing lots of this already, but to be honest, we've never really checked. So this year, we've written it all down on one piece of paper, and we've grouped it under those 3 strands, which I won't read now. We'll never stop striving to improve the exam outcomes that pupils leave with, because we know that these are one of the best things to prepare them for the future. But now we want to be held to account for teaching our pupils all of that, because that is our curriculum. I strongly believe that schools can have a far-reaching social impact through their curriculum, sending young people into the world who know how to treat each other and the environment they live in, how to manage money and be resilient in the face of challenge. If we're not about that, then exam results don't really matter anyway. We started work on mapping those 3 strands across the lessons, across tutor time, assemblies, clubs, experiences, and the next step is to make it happen. And we would love to know what you think on how we're doing so far. So here's our research question for today, and I've gone really big on this one. How can we use our existing strength in curriculum to ensure that 5 years at Golborne High School has a measurable impact on the wider development of the pupils we teach and the community they live in? I'm ahead of time. I sped right into meeting. There you go. There's our research question. So we would love you to help us look into this today.
Thank you so much.